Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Fifine Tank 3, all my thoughts and opinions on this microphone, and if I think it's worth picking up over everything else. So, let's just get right into it. So to start, I want to talk about the microphone's build quality. It is a really nice rugged all metal design using an aluminum. It has a mesh front grille with foam behind it to give you a kind of built-in windscreen. This helps prevent plosives alongside preventing just wind noise and breaths and just sibilance that's going to be hitting the capsule itself. It comes out of the box with a yoke mount and a USB-C cable. That's all you get out of the box. There is no stand, as this is kind of designed for people who already have mic arms or plan to buy it with their combo kit using the Fifine low profile mic arm. On the side of the microphone, you are getting two dials on it, one for your headphone volume and one for your audio out. This microphone does have Type-C alongside XLR and a headphone jack for audio out and monitoring. The microphone does have a direct monitor, so you are able to hear yourself as you're playing your game. It is at full volume all the time. I haven't found a way to turn the mic down without turning the actual microphone down, but it does have a built-in direct monitor, which I do like to have. It also has a mute switch on it, so if you ever need to quickly mute, you are able to do that easily. There is no capacitive touch buttons like there is on the AM8, which I personally prefer. I would much rather not have my microphone have capacitive touch buttons, as I touch it a lot and I don't want to accidentally mute and then not know I'm muted because I'm not paying attention and then I'm talking for 10 minutes and no one's responding. But overall, the build quality feels really nice. It's really rugged in hand, and overall, I've had no complaints with it. It's fell a bunch of times. I even lost it for a little bit of time and it came out completely unscathed. It was in a box. But it's a good microphone in terms of build quality. But the thing that really puts this microphone in a class under its own is its sound performance. And if you guys don't know, I am a working music engineer. I've been doing audio production for around 11 years, and I've been doing audio engineering for around 7-ish to 6 years. It's something that I've been doing for pretty much as long as I've been having ears that function. And when going into microphones, I do like to go in with an expectation of music production first, everything else second. So when talking about this microphone, that's kind of where I'm coming from with it. It is a good microphone if all you're doing is talking on Discord or having a couple streams here or using it for your console. It works perfect for that. But as someone who needs the microphone to be more and who wants the microphone to do more, the microphone I found lacking in a lot of ways, like with its overall dynamics from your 20 kilohertz all the way down to your 20 hertz. There was a lot of low end just missing, especially coming from microphones like the SM7B or the Elgato Wave DX, which have a really nice full range, albeit the Wave DX, it just doesn't sound as good as the SM7B. But for $10 more, I believe you're getting $100 more of a microphone going from the Tank 3 to the Wave DX. Here's a quick soundbite so you can hear exactly what I'm talking about. This is a test of the raw audio coming from the Tank 3 with a pop filter on it to isolate plosives. This is processed audio of the Tank 3 to compensate for low end and high end, alongside normalizing volume with compressor. This is the raw audio of the Elgato Wave DX using a pop filter to isolate the plosives. This is processed audio of the Elgato Wave DX using an EQ to control the low end and the highs, alongside a compressor to normalize and equal out the volume. This is the raw audio of the SM7B using the stock pop filter to prevent plosives. This is the processed audio of the SM7B using an EQ to balance out those lows and a compressor to normalize and gain match the volume. So the problem with the Tank 3 is that at 80 hertz, roughly like 77 hertz, you get a very steep cutoff. It's almost like the audio is completely missing out of the vocals, and it makes for a really unenjoyable listening experience, especially when you're doing content creation, which is where this microphone is more geared to, is for streamers and for content creators to have something that sounds nice and professional than a iPhone microphone or a headset microphone. Which, if you are coming from one of those, this is a massive upgrade. You do get the ability to use Type-C, you also get the ability to use XLR and be able to directly monitor yourself without going out and buying an interface, which is a big plus. That's something I can commend Fifine for doing, but it seems to be a step back in audio quality compared to the AM8, which is its little brother. It's around $50. It's more reminiscent of the MV7, but it just sounds better overall. You're getting a lot more richer, fuller of a sound, easier to work with because the dynamics are a lot more just full. The microphone also isn't really that clear in the low mid area, so if you do have a much more deeper or boomier voice, you're probably gonna sound a lot more muddied, and if you don't have a Wave Wave XLR like I do, you're going to need some kind of alternative software in order to adjust your microphone in post, which isn't fun. No one really wants to go and tweak their microphone. It should sound good out of the box. That's kind of my ideology when I'm looking at microphones. And overall, who do I think this microphone is for? It is for people who are looking to get better sounding audio on a budget, as the budget is under $100. I do still think the AM8 is a better buy overall, as it's $50, and then you can get the mic stand that comes included with the box, and you can just use it flat out. It's a good microphone. The AM8 is still really hard to beat in terms of XLR and USB combo microphones under $100. But if you are looking to the world of XLR microphones, I would definitely recommend going for something like a solid condenser or a solid dynamic microphone, like the Lewitt LTC 240, which is a phenomenal microphone, or the SM57, which is another just phenomenal microphone, or the Elgato Wave DX, which is another just great microphone. It's not as good as the SM57, but you get a lot more of a professional looking look, which if the look matters to you, definitely go for the Elgato Wave DX over the SM57. This microphone is a dynamic microphone. If you don't know what dynamic microphones are, essentially the capsule is put in the middle of the microphone, a couple inches away from the actual front of the microphone, and it allows you to talk directly into the capsule, not from the side, but directly into it, and have all that extra air and waves and audio just go into the back of the microphone and kind of get cut off, compared to a condenser microphone, which is a more traditional style of microphone, which has the capsule kind of dead center in between two little grills, and this normally gets you closer to the capsule, which can cause for clipping and distortion, but it's normally better for professional recordings in terms of music recording or live instrumentation. It's a lot better for that. A small diaphragm condenser I would use on an acoustic guitar, a large diaphragm condenser I would use on vocals, a dynamic I would use for a stage performance, as it's something you would use to make sure the crowd isn't being picked up into the microphone, compared to a condenser which would pick up everything. But that should be all. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more. We just hit 5K. I will be doing a Q&A here within the next week, where I'll be announcing my biggest giveaway yet with partners like Elgato and Lethal. So stay tuned for that. And until then, leave a comment what you think of the Tank 3 in the comments below. Here are a couple other videos you might like. That should be it. I will see you guys in the next one.
You say you want it, oh, baby girl, you say you want it. Baby, come get it, oh, baby, yeah, you gotta get it. Hey, baby girl, drop all these problems. Look at everyone who's trying harder. I don't know if I should try harder, cause you're the only one I want.